Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a couple of different things in ARK Survival Evolved. We're going to be touching on how to mine for metal. Now this varies depending on the location you decided to settle on, and sometimes you do have to grind for these. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use the planting crops and using fertilizer. I do want to say that I did go ahead and use a bunch of AA mods just to make it a little bit easier. Mods make my life so much better. Definitely started loving them once I started playing multiplayer, but on single player it still helps. I'm also going to be teaching you how to create the Narcotics sprue as well as the Tranq arrows. Now, I do want to say there's some things you have to keep in mind depending on the seeds that you gather when going out to get berries. They may need different type of crop plots. Now, these that I have are small, and I do have one that is medium. Most of these will not plant in anything small. You're going to have to use a medium crop plot. As you can see, I went ahead and used the S plus just because it's another mod and it's very great. Here, as you can see, you can only plot one seed per plot. I don't know why that is, but I figured it's the way they did it. Now my compost bin has the poop and thatch, and it automatically creates a fertilizer that you can deposit into your crops. And as soon as you do, you can tell that the green starts sprouting on them, and it's really handy. Like I had mentioned earlier, depending on the area that you are at, you may or may not be able to grab a lot of metal. Fortunately for me, I was able to get at least 10 of them, but it did take a very long time of me grinding to get them. My location, if you look online, it says that the resource map, there should be some here, which there is, not that there's not, it's just it took a very long time to do. So I did have to do a bunch of little snippets of me gathering trying to mine for, mining the stone. I definitely highly recommend using a pick, just because that's what I found that gets the metal out faster. For whatever reason, the hatchet doesn't give as much metal as the picket. Here in the refining forge, we're just adding the wood as well as any of the metal that we mined for, and this is going to create the metal ignites. Now, once you've created the metal ignites, you can go to the smithy to go ahead and create the metal hatchet and picket. It's so much better using the metal version of the primitive, just because you don't have to repair them as much. Here we're going to use the AA board and pestle just to create some narcotic sprue. What you're going to need is spoiled meat and the blackberries called narco berries. The berries you can go mine for using, the plants out there. Spoiled meat, since regular raw meat stacks, you can unstack it, so the spoiled time doubles for every single one of them, and it makes it so much easier. So with these, you're going to be able to create the Tranq arrows that we're going to use on the next video to tame our creatures. Now keep in mind that you are going to need the narcotics sprue as well as regular stone arrows, so you're going to have both handy in order to create some. Here, as you can see, we are creating our Tranq arrows. Now it's very easy to create these as long as you have the ingredients for them. And you're more than welcome to carry as much as you want or as much as you need to use if you're going to go out to tame dinos. Some dinos, depending on their health level or their turbidity level, you're gonna need a lot. I've had to sometimes use up to 50 arrows since I didn't have any tranq darts to tame one of the bigger dinosaurs. So just keep in mind that, as well as plan for your taming trips, just because you might need different type of taming food to be able to tame them. Again guys, thanks so much for joining me. Next video, it's going to be very short. I'm going to show you how to use the tranq arrows and how to tranq some dinosaurs.